Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, I will explain how to find x and the y-intercept for a linear equation. But first of all, you have to understand that a linear equation is an equation where the graph will be a line. For example, 2x plus 5y equals 10 is a linear equation and the graph will be a line. So to find x and the y-intercept, you have to understand the formula. And this is the formula. X-intercept, the formula that you set y to 0 and you solve for x. For y-intercept, you set x to 0 and you solve for y. Based on that, let's find the x-intercept for the given equation. So we have a 2x plus 5y equals 10. We replace the y by 0. We're going to have a 2x plus 5 times 0, which is 0, equals 10. And we have 2x is equal to 10. How to solve for x? We divide both sides by 2. So we have a 2x divided by 2 is equal to 10 divided by 2. Therefore, we have x equals 5. But usually, they will ask you to write your answer in an ordered pair. Which means you have to write it as a point where you have the x value and the y value. But for x-intercept, always the y value is 0. Therefore, we're going to have 0 for y, and the x value is the 5 we just found. So remember, every time they ask you to find x-intercept on the graph is where the graph crosses the x-axis. And any point on the x-axis has y value 0. That's why always for x-intercept, the y value will be 0. Now let's find the y-intercept for the same given equation. So we have a 2x plus 5y equals 10. X plus 5y equals 10. And we need here y-intercept. And again, the formula is to set the x to 0. So we're going to replace x by 0. We have a 2 multiplied by 0, which is going to be 0, plus 5y equals 10. And we need to solve for y. So 5y is 10. To solve for y, we'll divide both sides by 5 to get y alone. So we have a y is equal to 2. And again, in the case they ask you to write your answer in an ordered pair, so we're going to have x coordinate and the y coordinate. And for that, the x coordinate here is 0. Y is 0. That's the formula. Every time they ask you to find the y-intercept, the x is 0. And the y value is the value you found for y. So we have it here 2. And you have to understand that the y-intercept is where the graph crosses the y-axis. And any point on the y-axis has x value 0. Okay, so suppose they ask you to graph this equation using the x and the y-intercept. So graph 2x plus 5y equals 10. So we have the x, y coordinate. We said the x-intercept is 5, 0. So you're going to place 5 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the point 5, 0. And the second point is 0, 2. 0, 2. So x is 0, the y is 2. It is here. 0, 2. And you graph your line. Yeah. Thank you. And feel free to make any comments related to this video for improvement.